Hi, my name is Michaela Radich, and this is my History 3 term project for the fall 2018 semester. All of the links to the articles mentioned will be in the down bar if you are interested in looking at them, and I think that's all I have to say, so let's get right into it. The Holocaust was a horrific event that had an effect on an immeasurable number of people. Being a descendant of Holocaust-affected Jews, this topic is very near and dear to my heart. So the question I'd like to focus on today is, how did the events of the Holocaust affect the morale of the Jewish people? It's impossible to go over every event during this time period in under 5 minutes, so I'd just like to focus on a few of the important ones. Anti-Semitic actions in Germany started on April 1st, 1933, according to an article from the Yad Vashem website titled Early Boycott, Racial Legislation, and Book Burnings. Non-Jewish Germans boycotted Jewish stores, and 6 days later there was a law passed that barred Jewish people from working in the civil service. This article also mentioned that books written by Jews were burned about a month later. Skip forward 2 years, and life for the Jews had not improved. According to an article from the Holocaust Encyclopedia, on September 15, 1935, Adolf Hitler passed laws that further restricted the life of the Jewish people. These laws together were called the Nuremberg Laws. According to this article, titled Nuremberg Race Laws, the first law had to do with German citizenship. Hitler defined a German citizen as a person of German blood. He claimed that Jewishness was a race rather than a religious affiliation. He did not consider Jews or their descendants to be of German blood. This made it so Jewish people did not have German citizenship. The other law made it illegal for Jews and non-Jews to be in interracial relationships, which included marriage and sexual relationships. These laws greatly affected people who were of Jewish descent, even if they were Christians and did not practice Judaism. As Nazism spread, according to an article titled Isolation and Ghettoization on the Yad Vashem website, Jewish people were pushed into confined neighborhoods called ghettos. The people in these neighborhoods lived in constant fear of being sent to concentration camps. An article from the Yad Vashem website titled The Nazi Camps explained that these concentration camps were used as a tool to instill terror. The living conditions in these camps was absolutely horrific. Many people were executed and many others were abused, beaten, starved, and overworked to the point of death. Millions of Jews were killed in these camps. Skip forward again a few more years, and the situation for the Jews had gotten even worse. According to the article titled The Final Solution, the Nazis devised and implemented an official strategy for dealing with what they considered the Jewish problem. They called this the Final Solution. Beginning in 1941, German forces began a methodical campaign to locate and annihilate all European Jews. This extended from Germany, Poland, and the Soviet Union to all parts of Europe in the following years. Concentration camps were used as locations of mass murder. The most notorious camp, Auschwitz, reached the height of its activity in 1944, and according to the article titled The Nazi Extermination Camps, over 1 million people in total were massacred at the Auschwitz camp. Despite all of these challenges, Jews did not give up hope. On April 4th, 1933, Jüdisch Rundschau wrote a rallying article in which he explained that the Jews must be proud of being Jewish. He wrote, April 1st, 1933 can become the day of Jewish awakening and Jewish rebirth. If the Jews will it, if the Jews are mature and have greatness in them, if the Jews are not as they are represented to be by their opponents. He believed that Nazi Germany would not be the end of the Jewish people. On November 1941, on the eve of her incarceration and execution in the Sajmist concentration camp in Belgrade, Regina Kant wrote a final letter to her husband and son that encouraged them not to give up. She wrote, "You too must be strong and patient. One day this too will come to an end. I am writing this just in case I don't survive, but I have a feeling that we will see each other again." These examples show the spirit and strength of perseverance demonstrated by the Jewish people, so that despite the unspeakable horrors and atrocities suffered in the Holocaust, they somehow managed to move forward and continue. I'd like to thank you for taking time to listen to this speech about the Holocaust. I hope you enjoyed it and have a great winter break.